French side, Lille has this interesting pattern going on every decade. They seem to pull off Ligue 1 title win. It's like clockwork, you know? But success comes with a price tag, and that price tag is usually in the form of their star players getting poached by those big sharks in European football. Let's rewind a bit. Remember when Eden Hazard was a star man at Lille? Yeah, that was the start of this whole saga. Then came Gervinho, Nicolas Pepe, and the list goes on. And now the question is, who's the next big thing at Lille? Who's the player that's got everyone talking? We've seen the likes of Sven Botman, Victor Osimhen, Renato Sanchez, and Mike Maignan become top players. But who's up next to make big clubs pay big money? Well, currently, we can't look past this young defender, Leny Yoro. Leny Olivier Yoro is a Parisian lad born and bred in Saint-Maurice. At the age of 5, he started playing football at Olfortville, where he stayed one season before moving with his family in the Lille area. He finally joined Lille's youth system in 2017. Yoro's got some serious stats backing him up, even as a teenager. He made his professional debut with Lille in a 3-1 Ligue 1 win over Nice on the 14th of May 2022. At 16 years 6 months and 1 day of age, Yoro became the second youngest Lille player, behind Joel de Prater Henry, and taking second place from Eden Hazard. Last season, which was the 2022-2023 season, he made a solid 13 appearances in the league, but this season, he's become more involved with the team. But let's rewind a little. Yoro had to break through the under-17 setup to earn his spot on the under-21 squad, and he nailed it. Then, it was all about making his mark at Lille, and by the time he turned 18, he'd already started more games than he did in the entire previous season. On the 24th of August 2023, Yoro scored his first goal for Lille in a thrilling 2-1 victory over Rijeka in the Conference League playoff round. Lille was facing off against the Croatian side in the Conference League playoff first leg. Things weren't looking too bright as the Croatians got an early lead. But Yoro, just 17 years old at the time, stepped up to set up the equalizer, and with the flick of his head in the 89th minute, Yoro sealed the victory with a towering header. Just a month later, on the 16th of September, Yoro scored his first league goal with a perfectly timed volley against Rennes. But how exactly is he a good player? Well, standing tall at 6'2", Yoro has got the physique of a true center back. But it's not just his physical attributes that make him stand out. It's his technical skills that really makes him shine. His passing game is top-notch, putting him in the top 15% among center backs in the top 5 leagues. And let's not forget his goal-scoring prowess. 3 goals already in all competitions this season, landing him in the top 10% for non-penalty goals among center backs. It's quite impressive. It's no wonder that big names like Manchester United, Real Madrid, and PSG are keeping a close watch on this rising star. Yoro is a force on the pitch, but like any young gun, he's got his strengths and areas for improvement. I mean, nobody's perfect. In aerial duels, he's hanging out around the 81st percentile, which isn't too shabby. But it does highlight that he's still got some growing to do, quite literally. Standing tall at over 6 feet, he's got the frame of a beast, but he's still got some teenage lankiness to work through. Now, here's where it gets interesting. In Ligue 1, he's holding his own just fine. But the big question mark hangs over his head. Could he handle the physicality of leagues like the Premier League or Bundesliga? It's a tough call, and one that's got managers scratching their heads. But with more game time under his belt, Yoro's decision-making skills are bound to sharpen. Lille's coach, Paulo Fonseca, has been singing praises for Yoro from day one, mainly for his maturity and technical prowess, while the coaches at Lille's academy are raving about his ability to read the game and follow instructions like a pro. He likes starting attacks from the back like an experienced defender. It's safe to say that Leny Yoro is on the path being one of Europe's sought-after defenders in the near future. This season, he's averaging an impressive 66 or so passes per 90 with an accuracy rate of nearly 94%. That's some precision passing right there. Plus, he's not afraid to play those forward balls, racking up 21.1 per 90 with an accuracy rate of over 90%. And he's got those long balls covered too, with nearly 5 per 90 minutes. He's also averaging close to 7 progressive passes per 90, making sure Lille keeps that ball moving up the field. And with Lille averaging over 58% possession, his passing game is crucial in keeping the team in control. Switching to defense, Yoro's not just a ball-playing defender, he's a beast in the air too, winning over 60% of his aerial duels. And when it comes to defending against those tricky through balls, His burst of acceleration comes in handy, shutting down attacks left and right. Plus, with nearly 5 defensive duels per 90 and a success rate of over 64%. But nobody's perfect. Sometimes Yoro is a bit too eager to clear the ball, when he could take a breath and play it out calmly. And there are moments when he gets a bit too focused on his man, leaving gaps in the defense. But it's all part of the learning process. And with Yoro's talent and dedication, you can bet he'll iron out those kinks in no time. But let's not forget this kid is only 18, and he's already making waves as a ball-playing defender for Lille. Getting that first-team action under his belt is going to do wonders for his development. He is drawing some serious comparisons to the likes of Raphael Varane and William Saliba. Now, I know what you're thinking. Those are very big shoes to fill. But with his willingness to get involved in the attack and knack for scoring goals, he's more like a young Saliba who's been impressive at Arsenal. But here's the million-dollar question. Will he stay or will he go? With big clubs from abroad knocking on his door, Yoro's got some decisions to make. But sticking with Lille could be a smart move. After all, they've been there for him since day one. And who knows? With his talent and dedication, he could become one of the best center-backs in the world someday with huge dreams in his sight. We're talking dreams of representing France in a major tournament, maybe even the World Cup in 2026. Also remember to drop a like on this video and also subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications. And I'll see you in the